Hi everyone, this is Miss Stark. So I want to teach you guys how to take something that's in point slope form, so an equation of a line that's in point slope form, and put it into slope intercept form. Okay, first let's just do a quick review on the point slope form so I know that you understand this. Okay, the point that we can pull out of this comes from here and over here. All right, it says x plus 10, so that's actually x minus a negative 10, which means our x coordinate is a negative 10. And it says y minus 6, so our y coordinate is a positive 6. So I can pull out a negative 10 comma 6 and say that's a point that's on this line. Another thing that I can pull out from this form is the slope. Our slope is 2 over 5. Right? This is really easy to write into an equation. It's also really easy to graph once you know a point and you can use the slope to get to a second point. All right. But if you're not 100% sure about the y-intercept, changing this into slope-intercept form will actually be very beneficial. And so the way you do that is by getting the y by itself and simplifying if possible. So just like solving an equation or a literal equation, we're looking to solve for y. So the first step that we're going to do is we're going to use the distributive property to get rid of the parentheses on the right. So I'm going to distribute the 2 over 5 to the x. So that equals 2 over 5x. And I will distribute the 2 over 5 to the 10. So how that happens is 2 times 10 is 20, and then we divide 20 by 5 to get a positive 4. So 2/5 of 10 is a 4, and everything else comes down. We're almost there. All we have to do is get that negative 6 to the other side of the equation, and then we have y by itself. So by doing that, I'm going to add 6 to both sides. That'll cancel the negative 6 on the left. And by adding 6 to the right, now we have y equals 2 over 5x plus 10. So we still have our slope of 2 over 5, but our y-intercept is actually a positive 10. So that's another way that we can graph a line easily, starting with the y-intercept and then using the slope to get to another point. And I promise you, if you graph it this way and you use that slope, you are going to get to the point negative 10 comma 6. Let's just look at another one really quick. Y minus 1 equals, let's do 2 parentheses x plus 7. Right? Changing this quickly into slope-intercept form. If you want to pause it and try it on your own, please do so. But if not, please pay attention, and maybe you can go back and try it on your own later on. First thing that we're going to do is we are going to distribute the 2 into the parentheses to get rid of the parentheses. So the y minus 1 comes down. 2 times x is 2x, and 2 times 7 is a positive 14. Now, to get the y by itself, we'll do the opposite of a negative 1, which is a plus 1. We're going to add plus 1 to both sides, and we get y equals 2x plus 15. This helps me to easily identify the y-intercept as positive 15. And the slope didn't change. The slope's always attached to the x, or the slope's always attached to the parentheses. One more. Y plus 2 equals 1/4, parentheses, x minus 7. All right, this one's a little bit harder. Still going to use the same exact thing to change it from point slope form to slope-intercept form. Sorry about that, guys. So I'm looking at this now, and I'm going to take the 1/4, which is our slope, because this is in point slope form. And I'm going to multiply it into the parentheses. So I get 1/4 x, and then 1/4 times 7, negative 7 is negative 7/4, or negative 1.75. Right? I like to keep things as fractions just so it is exact. And we'll bring down the y plus 2. Now, to get the y by itself, I'm going to have to subtract 2. That's the opposite of adding 2. I need to subtract 2. But wait a second. I have a whole number and I have a fraction or an improper fraction. So I'm going to change a 2 to something over 4. What over 4 is equivalent to 2? It's 8. So instead of taking away 2, I'm going to take away 8/4. Okay, because 2 is equivalent to 8/4. Right? Taking away 2 on one side is the same as taking away 8/4 on the other side because they're both equivalent to taking away 2. So now I get y equals 1/4 x minus, negative 7, take away 8 more is 15/4. So this is my line in slope-intercept form. And if you're not 100% sure where 15/4 is, it's roughly 4.25. So if I was going to graph, and my y-intercept is negative 4.25, so negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.25 would just be slightly underneath the negative 4. And then I would use my slope